Imagine paying $20,000 more for the exact same SUV just with a different badge. Sounds crazy, right? But automakers are banking on you not knowing this secret. Many expensive SUVs are literally identical to their cheaper counterparts. In this video, we're looking at 10 pairs of SUVs that are secretly twins, and how knowing this could save you thousands on your next purchase if you're willing to give up a few bells and whistles. Let's start with the most obvious twins in the automotive world, the Chevy Tahoe and GMC Yukon. On the surface, the Yukon presents itself as the more premium option with its distinctive C-shaped LED lights, larger grille, and more chrome accents. GMC markets it as the professional-grade choice for buyers who want something nicer than a Chevy but don't need a Cadillac. But here's what they don't advertise. Both ride on GM's identical T1 platform. They share the same 5.3-liter V8 engine, making 355 horsepower, the same 10-speed automatic transmission, and identical four-wheel drive systems. The wheelbase, dimensions, and even the interior layout are virtually identical. Yet the base GMC Yukon starts at $54,500, while the Chevy Tahoe begins at $52,000. That's a $2,500 premium just for the GMC badge. Move up to the Yukon Denali and you're looking at $72,000 versus the Tahoe High Country at $68,000. Is the GMC worth the extra cash? You get slightly better materials and that premium badge, but mechanically, you're driving the exact same vehicle. If you want the best value, the Tahoe gives you identical capability for thousands less. The real winner? GM, who's selling you the same truck twice. The Lexus RX screams luxury with its aggressive spindle grille, sharp body lines, and premium badge. Meanwhile, the Toyota Highlander presents itself as the practical family hauler with a more conservative design. Inside, the Lexus offers more leather, wood trim, and that luxury car smell. But peek underneath and you'll find both SUVs built on Toyota's TNGA-K platform. The Highlander and RX 350 share a 3.5-liter V6 engine producing around 295 horsepower. Both offer similar hybrid options, the same 8-speed automatic transmission, and nearly identical safety technology packages. The price gap is where things get interesting. A well-equipped Highlander Platinum costs around $48,000, while the base Lexus RX 350 starts at $56,000. For comparable features, you're looking at an $8,000 to $10,000 premium for the Lexus badge. What does that extra money buy you? Mostly the Lexus dealership experience, slightly better sound insulation, and the prestige of the L badge. The Highlander delivers 90% of the RX experience at 80% of the cost. If you can live without telling your neighbors you drive a Lexus, the Highlander is the smarter financial choice. The Infiniti QX60 presents itself as a luxury SUV with its sleek design, premium interior materials, and upscale dealer experience. The Pathfinder, meanwhile, embraces a more rugged, adventure-ready aesthetic despite sharing the same bones. Both SUVs are built on Nissan's D platform and powered by the identical 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing 295 horsepower. They share the same 9-speed automatic transmission, similar all-wheel drive systems, and even have nearly identical dimensions on cargo space. The infotainment systems, while skinned differently, run on the same hardware. A top-trim Nissan Pathfinder Platinum with all-wheel drive costs around $49,000. The base Infiniti QX60 Pure starts at $57,000, while a comparable QX60 Lux runs about $62,000. That's a $13,000 premium for what is essentially the same vehicle. What does that extra $13,000 get you? Softer leather, more sound deadening, and the Infiniti badge. The QX60 does offer a slightly smoother ride and quieter cabin, but the core driving experience and capability remain identical. If you're looking for the best value, the Pathfinder delivers the same engineering for a significantly lower price. The Lincoln Navigator represents the pinnacle of American luxury SUVs with its massive grille, distinctive LED lighting, and plush interior featuring 30-way adjustable seats. The Expedition, while still premium for a Ford, embraces a more conventional, truck-based SUV appearance. Both are built on Ford's T3 platform and share the same basic structure. While the Navigator gets a higher output version of 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, 440 HP versus 400 HP in the Expedition Platinum, it's fundamentally the same engine. Both use the same 10-speed automatic transmission, similar all-wheel drive systems, and identical wheelbase options. A fully loaded Ford Expedition Platinum costs around $79,000. The base Lincoln Navigator Standard starts at $90,000, while a comparable Navigator Reserve runs about $103,000. That's a premium of $11,000 to $24,000 for the Lincoln badge. The Navigator does offer genuine upgrades, more power, significantly better interior materials, and advanced features like the 30-way seats. However, the core driving experience, capability, and technology are remarkably similar. If luxury is your priority, the Navigator delivers. If value matters more, the Expedition gives you 90% of the experience for significantly less money. The Hyundai Santa Fe presents itself with a bold, distinctive front end featuring its unique T-shaped LED daytime running lights and a wide cascading grille. It's positioned as a slightly more upscale, refined option. The Kia Sorento, meanwhile, sports a more rugged, adventure-ready aesthetic with its tiger nose grille and vertically oriented headlights that give it a more commanding presence on the road. Beneath these visual differences, these midsize SUVs are mechanical twins built on Hyundai Kia's N3 platform. Both share the same powertrain options, a 2.5-liter four-cylinder making 191 horsepower, a turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder producing 281 horsepower, and identical hybrid and plug-in hybrid systems. They use the same 8-speed automatic transmission or 6-speed for hybrid models and offer the same H-Track all-wheel drive system with similar driving modes. A well-equipped Hyundai Santa Fe Limited with all-wheel drive costs around $43,000, while a comparable Kia Sorento SX Prestige runs about $44,000. The price difference is minimal, with the Kia occasionally commanding a slight premium despite Hyundai traditionally positioning itself as the more premium brand of the two. The choice between these twins comes down to subtle differences rather than value. The Sorento offers a tiny third row that can accommodate small children in a pinch, while the Santa Fe provides slightly more cargo space with its two-row configuration. The Hyundai tends to offer a smoother ride, while the Kia suspension tuning delivers marginally sportier handling. Both represent excellent value compared to similarly sized competitors from luxury brands that cost $15,000 to $20,000 more, while offering the same core capability. The Toyota Grand Highlander presents itself as a premium family hauler with a clean, somewhat conservative design that emphasizes space and practicality. The Lexus TX, meanwhile, brings the luxury brand's distinctive styling language with its massive spindle grille, sharp body lines, and more dramatic lighting elements that create a more upscale, attention-grabbing presence. Both of these three-row SUVs are built on Toyota's TNGA-K platform and share the same basic structure and wheelbase. They offer identical powertrain options, a 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder making 265 horsepower, a 3.5 V6 producing 318 horsepower, and a hybrid system combining the 2.4-liter turbo with electric motors for a total of 366 horsepower. Both use the same 8-speed automatic transmission, or the hybrid specialized transmission, and similar all-wheel drive systems. A fully loaded Toyota Grand Highlander Platinum Hybrid Max costs around $59,000. The base Lexus TX 350 starts at $64,000, while a comparable TX 500H with the same hybrid powertrain runs about $72,000. That's a premium of $13,000 for essentially the same vehicle with a Lexus badge. What does that extra $13,000 buy you? The Lexus offers a more upscale interior with higher quality materials, additional sound insulation for a quieter cabin, more sophisticated suspension tuning, and the prestige of the Lexus badge. However, the Grand Highlander delivers nearly identical space, capability, and core driving experience at a significantly lower price point. The Toyota also offers a more intuitive infotainment system that many drivers prefer over the Lexus interface. If you can live without the luxury badge and a few premium touches, the Grand Highlander represents one of the best values in the three-row SUV segment. The Kia Telluride has been styled as a rugged, adventure-ready SUV with its boxy design and bold presence. The Hyundai Palisade, on the other hand, takes a more luxurious approach with its distinctive cascading grille and upscale appearance. These SUVs are mechanical twins, both built on Hyundai Kia's N platform. They share the same 3.8-liter V6 engine producing 291 horsepower, the same 8-speed automatic transmission, and identical all-wheel drive systems. Their dimensions, cargo capacity, and even many interior components are virtually the same. A top-trim Kia Telluride SX Prestige X Pro costs around $54,000. The Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy runs about $52,000. Interestingly, the Kia actually commands a slight premium despite Hyundai typically positioning itself as the more upscale brand. This is one case where badge engineering has created two equally compelling options at similar price points. The choice comes down to styling preference and minor feature differences rather than value. The Telluride has won slightly more critical acclaim, but both offer excellent value compared to luxury branded alternatives costing $15,000 to $20,000 more. The Buick Enclave presents itself as a near-luxury three-row SUV with its sleek design, premium interior materials, and quieter cabin. The Chevrolet Traverse embraces a more mainstream, family-friendly approach with its practical design and feature set. Both SUVs are built on GM's C1XX platform and share the same 3.6-liter V6 engine producing 310 horsepower. They use the same 9-speed automatic transmission, similar all-wheel drive systems, and have nearly identical dimensions and cargo space. Even their infotainment systems run on the same hardware. A fully loaded Chevrolet Traverse High Country costs around $54,000. The base Buick Enclave Essence starts at $48,000, while a comparable Enclave Avenir runs about $59,000. That's a premium of $5,000 for the top Buick trim. The Enclave does offer a quieter cabin, slightly better materials, and a more upscale appearance. However, the core driving experience, capability, and technology are remarkably similar. The Traverse offers better value with the lower and mid trims, while the Enclave Avenir provides a more premium experience for those willing to pay for it. The Jeep Grand Cherokee has built its reputation on off-road capability with its trail-rated models and rugged image. The Dodge Durango, meanwhile, leans into a more street performance orientation with its RT and SRT models, emphasizing its muscle car heritage. Both SUVs were built on FCA's WK2 platform until the Grand Cherokee's recent redesign. They shared the same basic structure, similar engine options, 3.6-liter V6, 5.7-liter V8, and even the 6.4-liter V8 in performance models, and the same 8-speed automatic transmission. Their wheelbases, suspension designs, and many interior components were nearly identical. A mid-range Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited costs around $49,000. Comparable Dodge Durango GT Plus runs about $46,000. The Jeep typically commands a slight premium across most trim levels. While sharing the same platform, these SUVs were cleverly differentiated to appeal to different buyers. The Grand Cherokee offered better off-road capability, while the Durango provided a third row of seats and more emphasis on road performance. Both represented good value depending on your priorities, with the Durango offering more space for slightly less money. The Nissan Rogue embraces a modern, somewhat conservative design with its V-motion grille and floating roof effect. It's positioned as a mainstream family crossover with an emphasis on technology and comfort. The Mitsubishi Outlander, redesigned in 2022, makes a bolder statement with its distinctive dynamic shield front end, split headlights, and more angular styling that helps it stand out in parking lots. Here's what the dealership won't tell you. The current Mitsubishi Outlander is essentially a Nissan Rogue wearing different clothes. Both are built on the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance's CMF-CD platform. They share the same 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine producing 181 horsepower, the same continuously variable transmission, and nearly identical all-wheel drive systems. Their chassis tuning, suspension components, and even many interior parts are remarkably similar. The top-trim Nissan Rogue Platinum with all-wheel drive costs around $40,000. The Mitsubishi Outlander SEL with all-wheel drive runs about $36,000, while the loaded Outlander SEL Touring package tops out around $38,000. That's $2,000 to $4,000 discount for choosing the Mitsubishi badge. Surprisingly, the Mitsubishi offers more value despite being the less popular brand. The Outlander provides a small third row of seats that the Rogue doesn't offer, a slightly more premium-feeling interior on higher trims, and Mitsubishi's impressive 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty compared to Nissan's 5-year or 60,000-mile coverage. The Rogue counters with slightly better technology integration and more refined driving dynamics. This is one case where the less prestigious badge actually delivers more SUV for your money. These SUV pairs prove that sometimes you're paying thousands extra just for a badge and some nicer leather. The automotive industry doesn't want you to know how much DNA these vehicles share because it might make you question those premium price tags. Or they complicate buying decisions by offering two different versions of essentially the same vehicle. Next time you're shopping for an SUV, look beyond the badge. Research the platform, engine, and transmission to see if there's a more affordable twin that delivers the same core experience. You might save enough to upgrade your garage or take that road trip you've been dreaming about. Which of these SUV twins surprised you the most? Or do you know of other automotive siblings that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this information valuable, hit that subscribe button for more automotive insights that could save you thousands.